The growing crisis has prompted the European Council President to warn that the continent has lost control of its borders. Ahead of emergency meetings this week, country after country has been forced to close its frontiers with neighbours, only to see them just as quickly reopened. Britain has said it will take in 20,000 refugees from the camps on the borders of Syria over the next 5 years.
Under the shadow of the new Praetorian.
The Ogre has asked me to inform you that today's topic is serious, and that this opinion should be considered with great weight. And now, the Laughing Ogre! Thank you so much, Real Me. Thank you, constant viewer, the most important cog in this very auspicious machine. Well, today I got up, I got my cuppa, I got ready to go out and do my farming chores for the day, and I was just checking out Twitter. I watched a video by my brother and my co-host, Common Senseguy, and then I saw some tweets from Count Dankula. And I stopped what I was doing, put on a shirt, coat, and I want to just say some things to anyone that will listen to me. This thing that's going on right now, Hannibal et portus, is not anything new in our modern era. This is something that Muslims do. You can ask them. Their imams will not necessarily tell you directly right out. They probably will if you talk to them long enough. But go to a mosque. Talk to someone that hears the imams every single week. They say, this is what we do. We make an 8-year treaty we in no way plan to keep. During that 8 years, we negotiate the ability to to migrate into their territories. They do this to Israel. They've tried this many times in Israel. In the middle, sometime after 4 or 5 years of inundating the area, break the treaty, and now we have a bunch of people on the inside. This is taking place right now, like it or not. That's what's happening. If you say it's not, then you're not looking at history. You don't care about your country. You want to put feels before reals. Now I have 4 points. That's the first one. I'm going to go through these quickly. Use your mind, as my beloved father would say. Use your head for something other than a hat rack. Listen, number 2, see the difference between kindness and self-destruction. I know that was the tail end of the first point, but don't mistake kindness as a good thing when it leads to self-destruction, self-annihilation. This is not a good thing. We see this in all over the world. Let's not forget what happened in France, Belgium, what's happening all over in these places. Sweden, it's done. Outside of Reykjavik, there are places that you cannot go. Horowitz had his camera snatched and was beaten up. The police will not go there. They shut down police stations in Sweden. Say, there's Sharia law there. They take care of themselves in Sweden. They're set now that by, I believe it's 2045, it'll be a predominantly Muslim country. I guess that would be okay. No, that's never okay. Not buying that route. It's never okay to allow your country to become something that's not. Ask the Native American Indians. I don't see any wigwams around here. Ask why this acceptance only goes one way. There was just a case where there was this huge rally and the Muslims were doing their thing. They were getting all riled up and frothing themselves up. And a gentleman was there with an Israeli flag, a Star of David, a flag. They arrested him. They're trying him with inciting a riot or something crazy like that. These people were preaching, kill the Jews, drive them in the ocean when this happened. And they said that he was riling them up. This only goes one way. You can't be a Christian. You can't be anything else. Listen, Scottish people, remember the Druids. Don't let yourself fall for this. I don't see any Druids around there. Very few, the few that hang on to your wonderful, rich culture. You're taking over. Don't allow this to happen again. This is the last thing. Don't fall for the old gag. It's never worked out well, but it will this time because we're doing it. Don't use that argument for the war on drugs. Don't use that argument for the war on poverty, the war on education or ignorance or whatever they call it now. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Don't throw more money at it. Don't try it in your country. Don't assume that someone else did it wrong and you'll do it right. You will end up homeless. Your children will be homeless on the very Scottish soil that you once tread, that your ancestors, that William Wallace himself fought for to be a free Scotland. Not a Scotland where they tell Count Dankula he can't teach his dog to do a trick, but now open the floodgates and Hannibal at portus. Now, folks, above all things, like, subscribe, share this with your friends, swing on by and see the Common Sense Guy, and remember, be good to your friends, be good to your family members, be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, family member, loved one has done seems to be so huge you'll never be able to forget about it. Because constant viewers, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your life in Bonnie Scotland will depart from you. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling.